And we've got ourselves a mound visit. Sorry, those of you joining from the vertical stream. It wasn't letting me go live earlier, but right now we've got a 1-0 count. Runners on Peraza on second. Noshiwan on first. Noshiwan walked. Peraza singled and moved over on the walk. An Chi-hong up. Owan Saka getting ready for pitch number 20 of the inning and 20 of the game. And An Chi-hong. And there's another ball. 2-0. Soyeon, you're very quiet. 소영이 왜 조용해요? And that's lifted, skied up in the air, too high, left fielder underneath it, and that's going to put 3 outs, and we will move to the bottom of the first. Noshiwan with a walk, Peraza with a single, but no runs on 1 hit and 1 walk. And I'm still trying to get everything situated. I was a little late because of the rain, and I was making eggs with my students. So Choi Ji-hoon still leading off. I'm sure Soyeon will have plenty to say there. Pak Sung-han back up to the second spots. Chae-jung in his regular role, third spots, playing at third. Han Yu-som in right. Ha Jae-hoon playing left. Go Myung Jun as the DH, and I will attempt to get all of this situated, set up, and going in just a second. Moon Dong-ju on the mound today. 3.72 ERA last year. 23 games, 8-8, 118.2 innings pitched, 95 strikeouts, 46 walks, 1.31 WHIP, and he ended up winning Rookie of the Year for Hanwha. Throws fast, has a cannon. Will get into the 150s easily, no problems, and then will occasionally get up into the 160s, as he does have the record for fastest pitch by a Korean player at 160.1, I believe. No tattoos on the forearm like Arada's chaperone, though. And the first pitch, way outside. He does struggle with some command issues. He showed that in the Seoul Series warm-up game between Korea. Walked 4 in his first inning, and that's fouled back and 1-1. All right, Choi Jae-hoon hitting .214 on the season. Moon Dong-ju features 4 pitches, 4-seam, a slider, a curve, and a changeup, and misses way outside. Ball 2. All right, the 2-1 chopped up the middle, and that's going to be a single. And the leadoff batter is on. And right back up as Moon Dong-ju jumps out of the way of that. All right, and that's going to bring up Pak Sung-han batting second, moving back up to the second lineup. He does. If you see up there, Lee So-hyun is his #1 fan. As ball one on the inside. Pak Sung-han hitting .333 on the season. Took a step back down into the bottom of the lineup yesterday, but now he's back up. 4 for 12 on the season. And just gets the outside 1-1. All right. Something to watch out for is steals. They've already stolen 7 bases on Choi Jae-hoon this season. And that catches the bottom of the corner. A beautiful pitch there. And that's going to be 1-2. I imagine he's going to be going on this next pitch. Jae-jung batting third and playing third. Again, slowly working my way through the lineup. I will get it up hopefully by the end of this inning. As Choi Jae-hoon takes a step off out of the little square, a little jump over at first, and that's popped foul. And we will reset for another 1-2 pitch. And sit down, sir. You do not get to bat anymore. As Moon Dong-ju gets his first pitch, first strikeout of the day on a beautiful curveball. And our fourth batter, who do we got? Han Yu-sung. He's playing right today. Woo! Way up high, and wow, they really got lucky there. Wild pitch up against the Choi Jae-hoon, knocks it over to the side, but moves over, and Choi Jae-hoon does not take second base on that, as the ball squirted way up the third base line. He started to take off, thought about it, ran back, thought about it again, ran back. I will have none of that, Joel. I will have none of that. Welcome to the stream, though. We will be rooting for Hanwha all day today for the sweep. I don't know how long it's been since Hanwha had a actual sweep of SSG. That's alrighty. Jeju, and he goes off on that pitch, and that's filed away 1-1. And let's continue here as we work our way down. The number 6 batter is going to be Ha Jae-hoon, and he's playing left. No, the number 5 batter. Okay, number 6 batter. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Wow, that was a bad throw. I don't know if he decided he was going to throw a slider to second, but that pitch was not anywhere close, as it was about, I would say, about 9-10 feet to the left of the bag. Yeah, apparently he's been, he's like, oh, well, you guys talk about sweepers all the time. I'll throw one to second base. And now we've got another runner on second. That's chopped to third. No Shiwan looks him back, throws to first, and that's 2 away. And most importantly, he stays over at second base. And let's see if we can get here. 6 batters. Go Myung-jun. And he is playing DH. And still working my way through. And we've got an 0-0 count in there for a strike on the outside corner. And 1-1 or 0-1. Oh, Nick, you haven't been a Hanwha fan for very long. He has some accuracy problems. His arm's not quite as good if you as that one's in there for a strike. One thing, if you watch No Shiwan and you kind of really pay attention, he always has to take a hop step or a gather step in order to throw a real accurate throw over to first. He came up as a shortstop. He played shortstop a little bit, but before finally setting in over there on third base once Sung Kwang-min finally retired. All right, the 0-2 just misses outside. He wanted it. But, all right, our number 7 batter is Kim Sung-hyun. And the 1-2 pitch. Chop to second base. Moon Hyun-bin gathers it on the grass and throws over to first. And that is 3 away. And we are through. We're not going to do this again, are we? We are through 1 inning. We've got a 0-0 score. 1 hit apiece. And we will get the rest of this stuff all entered. Kim Sung-hyun is playing second. Our number 8 batter is all right, our number 7 batter. Let's try that again. Kim Sung-hyun playing second. Our number 8 batter is Johnny Sun playing first base. And there we go. And we've got our catcher batting last, as we just about got it. Our catcher batting last, who is E.G. Young. Alrighty, we are back. And I believe I've got the lineup all updated. Hopefully that's right. Hopefully someone will tell me if it's not. And Moon Hyun-bin moved up 1 spot in the lineup. He's batting 6th in the lineup today and looks at strike 1. And we got ourselves a ball there. There we go. Now we're all set. I'm all set. I'm registered. I'm ready. I'm good. All right. Way over the head of Moon Hyun-bin and smacks into the LCD screen behind home plate. Hanwha bin. Oh, Hanwha bin. Oh, Hanwha e 승리를 위해. Oh. All right, the 2-1 pitch. That's lined up the middle into center field, and we've got ourselves a leadoff runner on first. Moon Hyun-bin with a single. A little birds fly together to the crowd, and good to see him getting on first via a hit. Has been making his way on, but it's been through walks, as he's 1 for 10 coming into the game, but 5 walks. You gotta love that on base percentage, though. And way up high to Im Jong-chan as he backs out of the way. Local boy. All right, the 1-0 pitch. Way inside again, almost clips him, but he spins out of the way, and that's going to be ball 2. Go boy. And that one just gets the outside corner, making it 2-1. Again? You bet everything you won yesterday? So Im Jong-chan, 1 for 10 on the season. Has hit the ball hard, but just isn't finding grass. Instead, it's finding leather. And that swings through that one. Does get a little foul tip, but into. And falls down to one knee as he fouls that one back and out of play. I will be just 1 second. I've got one more thing to do to get everything going. Im Jong-chan. Hanwha Eagles. All right, the 2-2 pitch and throw over to first. Munhak easily back over with 1 step. All right, I think I've got everything set up now. And that's going to be down swinging on a beautiful curveball. Or sorry, down looking, not swinging. As that curveball comes in on the lefty. Oh Suk did give up quite a few home runs last year. I believe he was 11th in the league. Gave up 8 bombs, but only in 80 innings. So JJ Hoon stepping in for his first at-bat of the day. Again, he's moved up into the number 8 hole, away from the 9 spot. As they've moved the hitters around a little bit. And the 1-0, why is my numbers not working? And that's in there for ball 2. Now it works. I think I need to reset the iPad. Que será, será, and that one just gets the in or outside corner. We've got ourselves a 2-1 count. Again, JJ Hoon hitting 286 on the season. The biggest thing for JJ Hoon, though, is on-base percentage. Again, he led the league last year in hit by pitches and does tend to walk quite a bit. Already 4 walks on the season, 4 walks / hit by pitches. Munhak Bin off on the pitch. That's a high pitch, and that's in there. Oh my! Did he really? What? Oh. Wow. Did he come off the bag? Because he was definitely there way early. It's the only thing that could be possible, which brings me to the next point of that's what happens when a shortstop keeps the glove on the player because they tend to slide off a lot. No, we've got ourselves it's either a caught stealing or a stolen base, but the only way he could possibly be out is if he came off the bag as he's looking up there. It looks like he knocked him off. That's what happens when you keep the bag, or the glove on. He's not touching him there whenever he comes off, and he knocks him off. He's got to be safe. So he's not touching them. He's not touching him there. I don't think, like, when he came off, it looked like he came off the bag for a split second, but but the shortstop's glove came off of him also while he was there. So he should be safe. No, because these umpires are blind, which is why we have to have robot umpires. Awful call. But on top of that, it's once again exactly what happens whenever you keep the glove on the runner, unlike our shortstop, who is a moron when it comes to anything about fundamentals, as Hanwha now has 2 down. Welcome from Vietnam. As, again, he was plenty fast enough that slid past the bag, and then, again, the shortstop keeps the glove on the bag, and, yeah. But anyway, right on cue, Che Jae-hoon takes his base on the walk. They didn't show anything, so he's on first now, though. And that's going to bring up number 16, the guy that we've been talking about. His first pitch swinging, chops it to first, but that's foul, and we will reset. Hanwha Eagles is not up, but it's catchy. It's catchy. Hanwha Eagles. He is 5 for 15, 333. But I'll talk about it just a second after this pitch. The 1-1 pitch, and fouls that one out of play. While he is 5 for 15, which is great, there is one thing that those stats don't show, and it is it's a very, very important stat. When it's an important at-bats, or weighted plate appearance is what that would be called, it's not good. And that's why I really like, if they're going to be set on playing with him, having him in the 9th spot is exactly where he should be. Hanwha Eagles is not up. All right. The 1-2 pitch. And that's popped up. Right fielder under it, puts his hand up, and that is 3 away for Hanwha as they get themselves another hit, another walk, but once again they've been caught stealing again. It's really one of the storylines so far is the fact that they've now given up 8 stolen bases, and I believe they've been thrown out 3 times already. So not good stats there. I will be right back. I'm going to get my glasses so that I can see the game. All right, now I can actually see some stuff. It's helpful. All right, Moon Dongju has been sitting for a while, and I've talked about that, and I will always talk about that. But hopefully it's not detrimental. As no, I don't have 2 strikes. I literally hit the button. No strikes. There we go. Bottom of the second. So Moon Dongju is going to come in. He is going to face. Yeah. Oh. Ha Jae-hoon stepping in for SSG. Hitting 167 on the day as he looks at ball 1 way shorts at 117. And just misses ball 2. All right. Flies that one into the gap in between left and center, and he's going to make the turn, and he'll be into second base, standing up as Im Jong-chan hits the cutoff. Moon Hyun-min rolls and launches it to third base. And they've got their leadoff batter on for the second straight inning. Negative under 9.5. Under 9.5. All right. Go Myung-jun stepping in. 182 on the season. Looks at ball 1. Misses pretty badly there. Yeah, let's go bunt. Let's go bunt. It's the second inning. That's a perfect time for a bunt. Did he go? Nope. Everybody loves bunts. Bunts are awesome. Super amazing, awesome. Everybody loves bunts. All right, the 2-0 pitch. And 3-0. Like I said, he was sitting for a long time, and hopefully that doesn't hurt him. But yeah. All right, to the 3-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle, 148 for a strike, 3-1. Drag bunts from your first baseman. Is it? Sorry, your DH. That misses. That's gonna be ball 4, and that is going to put runners on first and second with nobody outs. But it's going to bring up the 7, 8, 9 hitters. I talked about this last year lots. Hanwha, teams are going to get beat by their, the 3, 4, the 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters. Hanwha has a tendency to get beat badly by the 7, 8, 9 hitters. And that really is... So Hanwha has three things they really struggle with besides picking a coach that knows what he's doing. Kim Sung-hyun steps in. He's 2 for 6 on the season, hitting .333. I imagine this is going to be a bunt situation here. So Hanwha struggles at three main spots. Well, first and second, nobody outs. For some reason, they don't know how to score. They also struggle against the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Those guys are, when Hanwha loses games, it's oftentimes because of those 7, 8, 9 hitters. And bunts up in the air. No Shiwan grabs it, throws to second and first. That's going to be 2 away. What a double play by No Shiwan. And I'm saying that because he let the ball drop in front of him instead of catching it, which froze the first and second guys on first and second. Let it drop so that he could throw the 4-3, the 5-4-3. What a play by No Shiwan. Under it, again, a bunch you can't call infield fly. So the runners on first and second were just stuck in no man's land. Goes to second, and then the throw to first. I believe that was actually a 5-6-4 double play. What a play by No Shiwan. Now, can they do something about it? Get out of this inning. Moon Dong-ju's fired up. He's already 0-2. Try to get everything reset. There we go. We got a runner on third. He did move to third on the play because there was nobody over at third to make that out. But a beautiful play. Just misses up high, making it 1-2. Oh! Wow. It wasn't even a swing. That should have been a strike. I'm looking at the K zone. That's a strike, but apparently he held up, and that's going to be 2-2. Moon Dong-ju looking for his second strikeout of the day. 30 pitches already. Ready for pitch number 31. Oh-won-suk, his counterpart today, has already thrown 40, but only 20 for strikes. And that's through for a strikeout, and that's going to be 3 away. Moon Dong-ju gets out of the inning with the strikeouts and the help from his defense. No Shiwan with that beautiful 5-6-4 double play, as it still looks like it's raining up in Incheon, but we are through 2. That's a huge turning of events right there. Again, Hanwha caught stealing again. Once they were caught stealing, then they leadoff double, then a walk. That 5-6-4 double play really, hopefully, gives them some energy because they really, they won they won the first game of the series 6-0, but they only had 6 hits. They won yesterday 3-1, but they only had 2 hits. So they're not hitting the ball. But they're still getting wins, but they're not hitting the ball. So it's really important that they get something that energizes this team and they start doing something to get some runs. Why does it do this? I don't know why. I guess we'll go to third inning still. All right. So we are back. We are going to flip the lineup back over to Chae-In Ho as he leads off this inning against Won-Suk, still out there. There we are. So grounded out to third base in his first at-bats. Looks it's ball 1. And then we've got strike 1, 1-1 to start this inning. Way outside. Ball 2. Nick, have you been practicing your dance moves? You've been YouTubing how to do all these dances? All right, the 2-1 pitch. Catches the inside corner, evens the count at 2-2. Maybe that'll be my homework for tonight. And chops that one up in the air. Second baseman grabs it, flips to first, and in time. A bang-bang play. And unfortunately, Hanwha is the recipient of the out. It will be, it looks like it's still raining there. Touching your shoulders and folding hands. Which one is that? As Peraza looks at strike 1. Swings at strike 1. Are you talking about like the team one where you're like this with the person next to you? All right, swings through that one, and that's 2. Yeah, I couldn't even do those last year. My back was in such pain that I couldn't even do any of those things last year. I just basically sat down because people would ask me to do. The season ticket people next to me would ask, and I'm like, "No, man, I can't do anything like that. I don't end up in the hospital." All right, the 0-2 pitch to Peraza sets up way high and hits his spot, but it's outside of the zone. And the 1-2 pitch coming up. Gets a piece of it on that 127, and we'll reset for another 1-2 count. Oh my gosh. Peraza. Wow. The Korean announcers are trying to say it English, trying to say his Spanish name with an English accent, but have a strong Korean accent, and it just sounds awful. But fouls that one down the line, and another pitch coming up. And chops that one down the other line, and we've got ourselves another 1-2 counts as he is getting ready for the 7th pitch of this at-bat. Won-Suk, already 11 pitches this inning. Like to see it. Peraza lifts that one. It's going to be under it is the right fielder, and that's 2 away. Hunter Chano. Whoa, Hunter Chano. All right, Chae Sung, the captain himself, coming up. All right, the 0-1 pitch as he fouls off that first one. Here it comes, way up high, ball 1-1, and we ball 2. Yeah, I can't imagine that there's too many fluent Spanish speakers, Korean speakers in Korea as Chae Sung swings through that one 2-2. I have to imagine it was much easier to get English translators. And I've met, so I want to say maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was out one night and how's your Spanish, Nick? Fouls that one backing out of play. So 18 pitches coming up for Oh Suk as he sits at 2-2 with 2 outs. Mine is non-existent anymore. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Way outside. That's going to load the count as he's got himself his first full count of the day. How's your Korean? And that's going to be ball 4. He's going to take his base at a 2-out walk for the captain himself. The KIIP program. I did that program. I finished that thing. No Shiwan in first pitch swinging, and that's fouled way out of play down the right field line. Yeah, I did that program 4 years ago, something like that. 5 years ago, I think I finished the program. Never passed the test. Yeah, my level 4 teacher was awful. And that's way up high, 1-1. Chae Sung, not a threat to steal over at first base, but who knows? Who knows? Got to keep an eye on him. And the 1-1 pitch, No Shiwan swings through that one, and that's going to be 1-2. Yeah, I did that program. I've done a bunch of programs. Right now I'm doing the Yunsei online program, and I like it way better. Thank you. Goodbye, ball. That's into the bullpen in left field. No Shiwan gets Hanwha on the board with a 2-run blast. And there we go. An Ji-hong with that single to keep the game going alive here. And we have ready for Munhak Ben. Keep it going. He knew that one. 143 off the bat, 119 or 110, 110 meters, 132 kilometer an hour slider deposited. And a quick reminder that SSG Landers, Munhak Field of Dreams, or whatever the heck it's called now, is the smallest stadium without a doubt in the league, as it is 95 to the corners, and most stadiums have 10 to 12 foot walls, but they have the regular, 7-8 foot walls. So lots of home runs possible, but still crushed in, especially into the wet, nasty, cold air in Korea right now, as they check over it on Ji-hong again. So No Shiwan ties Peraza for the home run lead. Munhak Ben fouls that one away, and it is 0-1. And Munhak Ben holds up, and that's going to bring 1-1. Went down and got that. That was, around his shin, but he knew it as soon as he hit it, as he's in the dugout talking to Kim Kang-min. The cheerleaders with umbrellas and shaking their heads. Munhak Ben under that one, pops it up, left fielder underneath it, and then moving, and then underneath it again, and then moving, and then underneath it again. But that'll be 3 away, but it's okay, because No Shiwan puts Hanwha on the board with the 2-run blast. Huge output from Mr. No Shiwan. Very important, much needed. Everybody. Yeah. Peraza apparently is going to be solo homer his way around the league. All right, we are back as we head to the bottom of the third. Hanwha up 2-0 on the No Shiwan 2-run golf shot. Moon Dongju again set for a long time, and it's important because it is chilly. It is not warm right now, as that's good. His first pitch in there for a strike, 144, and it's 0-1. E.G. Young, the catcher, batting .333 on the season, leading off for SSG, who is the number 9 hitter. A very, very strange stance. Reminds me of a kind of Kevin Youkilis. No Shiwan grabs it at third, throws to first, and we've got 1 away. rips that one through 152 on the gun, and that's strike one. 0-1 as they flip the lineup back around. Choi Jae-hoon singled and stole a base in his first at-bat. Bounces that one way short. Ball 1-1. Hanwha. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Up and out. 2-1. And in there, 151, strike two. Again, he, with Anujin having to have surgery and go do his military duty, Moon Dong-ju gets the grounder. Moon Hyun-bin grabs it, throws to first, and that's 2 away for Moon Dong-ju. All right, 2 away, and Park Sung-han stepping in, struck out in his first at-bat, swings through that one, 0-1, average down to 308 on the season. And quickly behind 0-2 on that 153, a little up in the zone. See if they go back up there. Again, had the two strikeouts the other day, and then way up high. He's going to need a ladder to catch that one. All right, the 1-2 pitch fouled back and out of. Looks like that one is not out of play, but up against the corner as it rolls back into the frame of view. All right, the 1-2 setting up low, a beautiful curve, but gets a piece of that 125, and we will reset for another 1-2 pitch. Moon Dong-ju, 43 pitches so far. Making pretty quick work of this lineup this third inning here. Hopefully this is the last pitches. There's a strikeout and a check swing on the up high. Nick, who did you do your award to on the stage last year? All right, that's going to get in between first and second for a single, 2-out single. Hopefully they're not going to repeat Hanwha's 2-out shenanigans. Ah, that's right. Yes. Was he the starter that game, or was he in the bullpen? All right, that's popped up. Peraza giving chase just in front of the foul line, and that's 3 away. As Hanwha gives up another hit, but keeps the score a nice round 0. As we go to the 4th inning. Yeah, I'm sure he lives around here. So he was, I believe he might have been a first-round pick for Hanwha years and years ago. When I first moved here, he was a starter. Ended up having surgery, and then I don't know if he's an actual Daejeon guy. No, Yasu. But yeah, so he was picked by Hanwha in 2010, was traded to SSG, or actually, I guess SK. It was actually, so I talked about this a little last year. So he was traded to SSG for Nosu Guang, and Nosu Guang was actually originally drafted by the Eagles also. And then I'll get ready because I assume that they're going to be late coming back for this. So he was traded for No Guan with SK, and then came back in free agency. And then there's also Lee Sung-gong, who was picked up from Samsung as they traded Oh Sung-jin, a 1-for-1 player swap. And then Oh Sung-jin actually ended up coming back in free agency to Hanwha. So they ended up having all 4 players that were part of those 2 trades. So, all right. Im Jong-chan stepping in, check swing, but it's still a strike because it's in there on the outside corner. Im Jong-chan looked at a strike to record the strikeout on his first at-bats, and he is down 0-1, and that one is way outside. Local boy. Nick, are you familiar with Bokil High School? And that swings through that one. 1-2. So Bokil is like the main Chuncheongdo baseball high school. So a lot of, that's why they call him local boy, because he went to that high school and he is just out at first base. Yeah, so Bokil is like the number 1 high school in Chuncheongdo for baseball. So lots of guys go there. And years ago, I think they changed it maybe 3 years ago. It used to be the first round of the draft, as Che Jae-hoon steps in, looks at ball 1 just outside. So it used to be the first round of the draft, you had to pick somebody from your province. So strike 1 on the inside corner. You had to, so if Hanwha had to pick somebody from Chungcheongdo, except for the last 2 teams in the league, they could pick from anywhere. And Che Jae-hoon rips that one in the gap between left and center. He's going to turn and stop and go back to first base, but he's on with a single. And he quickly realized that he should not be trying for second on the ball like that. So he's on for the second time today. Walked in his first at-bat, and now a single into the gap, raising that average up. It'd be very, very helpful for Hanwha if he can hit 250, 260 there in the 8 or 9 spots. That's going to bring up number 16, the shortstop, 0-for-1 on the day, as he fouls that one to make it 0-1. Again, move down to the 9th spots in the lineup. I'm not entirely sure. He hasn't had a bad season so far. But again, the issue is his ability in important situations as he fouls that one out of play, and that's going to make it 0-2. He started out hot. He was 4-for-7 in the first 2 games, but 1-for-8 in his last 2. 1 stolen base, but he's already struck out 4 times, and that's something really have to look at. 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and down 0-2, and I assume they're going to go out to the down. Yep, they're going to set up outside. Woo! Misses way up, and wow. He dives back out of the way on a pitch way up near his face and ends up tipping the ball with his bat. Okay, I gotta explain this, okay? All right, so the 0-2 pitch is way up on him. He dives back. It looks like the umpire is calling that it hit his bat and they caught the ball, so he would be out. But he's saying that it hit his thumb and therefore it would be a base on balls. So again, the call is that it went off his bat, and which would be a foul ball with an 0-2 count. The catcher caught it, which would be, ate the hit. No, that's literally would have ate it because it would have hit him in the face. But he took off his batting glove and saying, no, it hit me in the thumb. So we're going to see, and they're going to say, nope, it was a foul ball, and you're out. But he doesn't put much of a complaint. But now we're going to get somebody from the dugouts, maybe. So let's take the look at. Oh, it hit him. Did it hit his bat? No, they're going to call him out. Nope, they're going to... Now the manager finally decided that he's going to do something. And he's like, no. Why can't we replay that? Like... Yeah, it looked like it... Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't have reviewed it anyway. Because... Yeah, like so the announcers are like, they can review it. Why is he coming out so late? Like, he's already in the dugout. Like, why would he not have came out of the dugout? I mean, obviously, besides the fact that this guy shouldn't be anywhere near a dugout. But why are you getting an explanation now? Again, why? If it hit you, why did you go to the dugout? Why did? That look right there is the definition of him as a manager. Oh, I don't understand. What? You don't bunt with runners on first? Huh? It looked like it did hit his thumb. It definitely didn't hit the bat. I just don't understand, one, why it wasn't reviewed. Two, why the manager took 3 years to get out of the dugout. And 4, or 3 or 4, 19 or 77, whatever it is, why he went back to the dugouts and took all of his stuff out. Like, why did they not review it? So he already went to the dugout. You can't review it at this point. Again, it just absolutely zero fundamentals from that those two that shouldn't be anywhere. But Jung Eun-won is going to pinch hit here for Chaeno. And looks at strike one. That was just that was pure awfulness, and not in terms of it, just 100% in terms of what was going on. Why did that happen that way? As that's ball one way outside. Yeah, like I don't understand all of that. And that's gonna be 2-1. And I don't know, like I thought I heard him saying that they'd already used it, but they've only used one video replay, and that was the Moon Bin over at second base getting thrown out because the shortstop actually kept a tag on, which he was safe. And that's ripped to first and steps on the bag. And that is another very long inning that Moon Dong-ju has to sit through as the umpires try to figure out how to umpire. So Hanwha with another hit, but once again, nobody on. Maybe that's what it was, but to me, it shouldn't, like, once he went in the dugout, he gave himself up, and it's too late. Like, once you go into the dugout, you have given yourself up. That's why when they end, like, an inning ends with a replay, they always like, no, stay out on the field, because once you go into the dugout, you've given yourself up and you're out. So but the shortstop complained 2 days ago whenever when he bunted into his face. He always complains about everything, and so it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf thing. Like, again, I thought it should have been replayed because you're talking about a foul or a hit batter. I don't know why it wasn't replayed, but then for him to go into the dugout and then for the manager to come out 3 hours later, like, none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense at all. So Jung Eun-won into left field. That's something to watch. Pay attention to. He is a second baseman. He is not an outfielder. It's another attempt by Hanwha to make a second baseman into an outfielder. The previous 2 times have been absolutely atrocious with Jung Geun-woo and then Kim Tae-yeon. Both of them tried in left. Jung Eun-won has not played well out there. But that is ball one, and we catch the outside corner, making it 1-1 here. Han Yu-sum 0 for 1 on the day, grounded to second base in his first at-bats. And fouls, that's out of play. Kenny, what do you think of Lotte this season so far? And the 1-2 pitch. Yeah, it misses on the inside. Definitely thought that was going to be a strike. All right. The 2-2 pitch coming up. Waits. And sit down, sir. That is too fast for you. And that's his third strikeout of the day. Blows it past him as he starts to swing after Choi Jae-hoon has already grabbed the ball. All right, we've got ourselves another swing and a miss by Ha Jae-hoon. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a double, was stranded over at third base. I don't know. I live in Korea, so I can stream the game, so I live in Korea. But I don't know outside of Korea. I don't know how anybody can watch it. So Ha Jae-hoon looks at ball 1, just misses at the bottom of the zone, and we've got ourselves a 1-1 pitch for Moon Dong-ju. And swings at that. That's way in the other batter's box. I moved here 11 years ago, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. A long time ago. All right, the 1-2 pitch coming up. And swinging through that one. Second strikeout of the inning for Moon Dong-ju, and his 4th on the evening. No, it's only available in Korea. You have to have a Korean phone number in order to even sign up for the program. So you have to have a Korean checking account, a Korean phone number, which all needs a Korean ID. And that's ripped in between second and third. First pitch swinging, and we've got another base runner for SSG as Go Myung-jun reaches for the second time today as he walked in his first at-bats and now single in his next. All right, the 0-0. First pitch swinging. That's popped up. No Shiwan underneath it. Calls it off, and that's going to be 3 away. As through 4, we are 2-0. Hanwha on the No Shiwan 2-run homer. So Hanwha so far through 4 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits on also 3 walks. Then SSG, no runs on 4 hits, and they've had 1 free pass. And we've got a new pitcher, an old pitcher, the pitcher from yesterday, maybe yesterday, as we will have a new pitcher for SSG. Iro takes the mound. And we should be coming back pretty soon. I'm assuming they're going to be late, as they usually are on the comeback. All right, here we go. So, the righty coming in, number 92, Iro Yoon. 2 games so far this year, 3 innings, 1 strikeouts, 1 walk, a whip of 1, no wins, no losses, no saves, no holds, and no runs scored against them. Peraza is going to lead it off. He is 1 for 2 with a single in his first at-bats, and then flew out to right in his last at-bat. Okay. First pitch swinging goes down. That's popped into no man's land, and that falls just outside of the reach of the shortstop. Peraza gives a quick little run with the tongue sticking out as he takes first base with a leadoff single. Peraza. All right, it's extremely important. Get some runs here. Get some very needed insurance runs. Chansung stepping up, captain of the team this year. Looks at strike one on the outside corner, and that's going to be 0-1. Again, they are into the SSG bullpen again after winning 6-0 on Tuesday, and then yesterday 3-1. They've been getting into this bullpen, and they need to actually score some runs against this bullpen. Chansung lifts that one, and it just gets foul. That's going to make it 0-2. They are calling this changeup the dead fish changeup. Is what they're calling this changeup from Iroon. And that's fouled, backing out of play once again. Awful. Absolutely awful. Yesterday, he went after a ball that he should have sat back on. Ended up being an infield single. Another play, he went for a ball, ended up having to come back, got his wrong foot on the bag, and caught it in his lap, basically. All right, the 0-2 pitch, way up high. That's going to be all 1-2. Da, 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 da. Love JT, are you still in the chat in the stream? And Chansung rips that one down into the corner, right field. Peraza rounding the base. He's going to head to third as they get the throw in, and we're going to have runners on second and third with nobody out, which also means it's not a bunting situation. Nice little inside-out swing into the corner. Misplays that badly off of the wall. Peraza looks like he's limping a little bit. That's not gonna. He's waving him in, then stops him at the very last minute. It looked like he was limping a little bit as he was rounding second base there. Hopefully that's not an injury that's going to be something that lingers. No Shuan will make his way to the plate. He has 1-for-1 on the day with a walk and a 2-run bomb from a nice golf shot, and he will look for a 3-run blast to give himself 5 RBIs on the day as the pitcher takes a knee and decides he needs to rethink what he's doing here. Yeah, lots of new changes, Joe. They have now robot umpires, automatic balls and strikes, and bigger bases. They're implementing the pitch clock, but not enforcing the pitch clock. So there'll be a little bit quicker games. Yeah, those are the big things so far. All right, No Shuan way upstairs, and that's going to be ball 1. I wonder if they're going to give him too much. Oh, yes, and the KBO also banned the shift, which Hanwha is the only team that really is going to be hurt from that. Hanwha is the only team that really shifted too much in the entire league. So, yeah, Eric, it doesn't look good for you, man. And that's ball 2 way outside. I imagine that they're not really going to pitch to him. I don't believe they're going to pitch to him, really. I think it's going to be an intentional, unintentional, intentional, unintentional walk, as both pitches have been way outside. In his career, Noshiwan is 2 for 5 against Iroun. And that one misses again, way outside. These are in the other batter's box. They might be closer to you guys watching in the U.S. than they are to the actual strike zone. An Ji-hong is sitting on deck, has struggled mightily to start his Hanwha career. Did single in his last at-bat, though. And again, ball 4, he's going to take his base nowhere near the strike zone, as they now have the bases loaded with nobody outs. And they're going to have the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. And we will see if they have a pitching change. All right. So, again, last time Hanwha had the bases loaded and no outs, they scored 1 run on a hit by pitch. And that was it. He's not that much older, though. And that's ball 1 in the dirt. They signed him to play second, really, because Jung In-won has really struggled the last 2 seasons, but they ended up deciding to move Moon Hyun-bin into second base. But this will be his last hitter, as it's a righty. And he swings through that curveball, or maybe that was is that changeup? Yeah. That was his dead fish changeup that they're calling. Yeah. So the other day they called it a star changeup, and today they're calling it a dead fish changeup. Kind of a reminder of if any of you have the dead fish handshake. And that's way outside. Lee Ji-young jumps over, catches that, and that's going to be 2-1. He doesn't seem to have much control over his. But An Ji-hong with the bases loaded, 346 with 8 home runs in his career. That's not going to be one to swing at, as that's way up high. 3-1. An Ji-hong has 8 grand slams in his career. He's thrown 14 pitches, 6 of them for strikes. So he's thrown more balls than strikes, and that includes things that people swing at. And that's chopped. First baseman grabs it, comes home, and he's out at home. Wow. What a play by the first baseman. Dives to his right, catches the ball, pops up, throws home to get the lead runner to keep the score at 2-0. Wow. 2-0 still. Dives to his... Wow, what a play. Absolutely ridiculous. And that should be his last batter. Nope, they're going to keep him in to face Moon Hyun-bin. Moon Hyun-bin, make him pay, please, as he looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1. Yeah, it's Richie Rich. I got the score bug going, I think. 2-0. But Hanwha has the bases loaded with only 1 out now. That's outside, ball 1. Moon Hyun-bin 1 for 2 today with a single and fly out to left. Fly out to left would be... Ooh, Chae Sung is on third. Doesn't have a lot of speed, so it'll have to be a pretty well-hit ball to score him. But that's outside. Ball to 2-1. We will take a walk here. We will take a walk. And that's way outside. Ball 3. What's your 9, right, Eric? You got to have 9 or less total. It's just 2-0. What are you worried about? All right, here comes the 3-1 pitch. Righty versus lefty. 19-year-old in the box. Looks at strike 2, bringing the count full. 3-2, bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch number 21 from the reliever. No, that was a strike. The on-field or the on-screen strike zone isn't quite exactly right. That one's a ball, though. That's going to score a run. Hanwha with another run in the top of the 5th with a walk, RBI, Munhak, and that's going to make it 3-0, and the bases are still loaded for Incheon. Eric, it's the KBO. I live in Korea, Richie Rich, so I can watch it. Kenny, are you watching on TV or are you streaming? Im Jong-chan is in, swings at the first pitch, hits it twice. As he hits it, fouls it off of his leg. It bounces up and into his bat for the second time. But still, only 1 strike. It's 0-1. All right, the 0-1 pitch swings through that pitch way out of the zone, and that's going to be 0-2. Yeah, I think I probably have like 7-second delay off of you, Kenny. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I need here. Don't know if I want to go for the third 32-inch monitor for this. Im Jong-chan rips that one fair into the corner. That's going to score at least 1 as he's struggling. It doesn't bounce off. That's going to score 2. We're going to have the third one come in, and the third one in home, scoring 3 runs on the RBIs by Im Jong-chan into the corner, and that's going to make it 6-0 Hanwha. The 2-strike rip down the line, past the base, and he got on his wheels after that, as he is, I believe, standing on third base. Big misplay by the right fielder there, as he was expecting a carom off of the wall, and it just stuck up against the wall. Had to go get it. Im Jong-chan coming in, and he is standing on third base with still just 1 run, and SSG will be replaying that, and already made the decision. That's going to be a triple, stand-up triple. Are they going to give him a triple or a double? All right, Chae Jae-hoon. in, and that's outside, ball one. I can't believe he's still out there pitching. So JJ Hoon on base twice so far today, 1 for 1 with a walk and a single in his last at-bats. Keep it going. And that's ripped right fielder back up against it, grabs it. Incheon tags, and he is home. That's going to make it 7-0 Hanwha on the sacrifice fly. And we've got ourselves a big lead here in the 5th inning. 7-0 Hanwha. And that's going to bring up the shortstop. 0 for 2 on the day. Does have a foul tip off of his thumb for a strikeout, though. And some excitement in the dugouts. And fouls that one off to make it 1-1. Kim Tae-yeon gives Choi Jae-hoon a couple hits on the top of the head. Choi Jae-hoon decides to kick him in the posterior. And the 1-1 pitch, that one's popped up, short third baseman under it. That's going to make it 3 outs. And we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Hanwha up 7-0 off of, let me get this right, 8 hits. Big inning there. 5 runs. 5 runs there for Hanwha. So, Joe, my pick for this year is actually KT, who's not off to a good start. LG won last year. They beat Hanwha for opening day. They pretty much returned everybody except for one player, new pitcher. And then, but KT, I really think, is going to win it this year. If you go to my YouTube channel, I actually made my picks and kind of explained why I think who's going to win what. Yeah, I don't like. I know nothing about betting on the KBO. I really know nothing about betting. No, Moon Dong-ju back out there once again. A little bit more breathing room, not too big of a deal here. As all right, starting off the bottom here of the 5th, Joey-san is leading off, looks at ball 1. Joe, you are in the vertical stream. If you want to see a little bit better, still can't watch the game, but the lineups and stuff and a little bit more chatting. If you want the horizontal stream, there's more people watching there and talking a little bit. But obviously, welcome to stay in the vertical stream and ask whatever, and I can answer that too. So, Johnny-san fouls that one back and out of play. It's going to make it 2-1. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I think I can change a couple things on the vertical stream to kind of give more, but it's kind of difficult to keep them all going at once. So, and that's in there for a strike. 2-2. So, welcome to the main stream, Joe. All right, the 2-2 pitch fouled back out of play once again, and we will reset. Johnny-san struck out in his first at-bats. How about another strikeout here on this 2-2 pitch, Mr. Moon Dong-ju? And that's popped up. Left fielder under it, and Jung Eun-wan one away. Da 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 da. All right. E.G. Young grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one in there at 145 down the old middle. E.G. Young, 286 on the season. And swings. Moon Hyun-bin dives, but just out of the reach, and they've got themselves a runner on first. And they will now flip that lineup back around. And Choi Ji-hoon will come up to bat 1 for 2 on the day. Hopefully Hanwha is not too relaxed. They still have a game to win. Choi Ji-hoon misses on the outside, 1-0. Choi Ji-hoon 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in his first at-bat, then stole second, and then grounded out to second in his second at-bat back in the third inning. Looks at... ball 2 that caught the bottom of the zone. All right, I'll see you in a little bit, Guinea. All right, that one's in there for a strike. Fouled back. And Hanwha 이 명기 강팀이 되었는가? 어떻게? I thought it said 이명기, thinking of the outfielder. How did Hanwha become a strong team? Who knows? And that's ball 3, 3-1. And ball 4, that's going to put a runner on first and seconds now with yeah. Choi Ji-hoon taking a brief trip to the mound out there. Moon Dong-ju sitting at 70 pitches. He's only going to throw maybe 80 pitches at the most. He didn't get a chance to get stretched out because he played for Team Korea and he started the game against the against the Padres. Only pitched 3 innings, so Hanwha didn't get a chance to really stretch him out to the 80, 90 pitch range, which is also why he is the 5th starter instead of the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th starter. Park Sung-han chops the first, grabs it on Jeong, and that'll be 2 away as the runners move up, but 2 away. The thing is Nick, they had the first pick for years, not just 8 years, more like 15 years minus 2 or 3 years. But Chae Jung 0 for 2. He does have a bat that can quickly make it 7-3. Looks at ball 1. He's always dangerous. Again, 7 homers off of the KBO career record, setting at, I believe, 460. And that's chopped back up the middle. That's going to score 1, should score 2, and that's Gonna make it 7-2. And Eric, you better hope it just starts raining like crazy. And then the game gets ended. All right, that's going to bring up Hanwha Som. First pitch swinging. Incheon grabs it, but foul territory. So 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to second base, and also struck out in his last at-bat. Moon Dong-ju sitting at 74 pitches today. Looking at pitch number 75. Again, this will be his last inning, almost guaranteed. They'll get him the in line for the win, hopefully, as he bounces that one into the dirt, and that's going to make it 1-1. All right. Enjoy your work, sir. Thank you for subscribing. I won't be back until next Friday, as I only do Hanwha away games. So if you're looking for a stream, then come check it out then. And that's strike 2 as he swings on that one. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. How about a second strikeout against Hanwha Som on the day? And the throw over to first as he steps back on. You can see the true Wyverns, the Landers fans, the ones that still rock the SK Wyverns gear. And that's outside. Ball 2, 2-2. And fouled way out of play up into the Hanwha fans section on the left field side. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Swings and fouls another one way back to get up into the upper deck on the left field. Infield, left field, infield, third base, outfield, third base side, something. Yeah. He has one of my favorite songs right here. And that, sir, will end Moon Dong-ju's day with strikeouts number 5 and pitch number 80 right where he wants it. That'll take us to the 5th inning stretch. Hanwha up 7-2. I will be right back. Alrighty, we are getting ready to be back here. I assume we're gonna have a new pitcher. Yeah, yes, we have Incheon on the mound now. So Incheon on the mound now for SSG. Oh, let me get my scoreboard back up. Jung Eun-won in the batter's box, looks at ball one. Jung Eun-won grounded out to first in his first at bats. Looks at strike one in there, down the middle, 143. And that's bounced into the dirts. Ball two. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Jung Eun-won bounced about 50 feet in front and down the first base line. 3 balls, 1 strike. I have not seen, but I'm not sure when the last time SSG got swept by Hanwha. As that'll be a ball 4. Take your base, sir. And he is on base for the first time today. That's going to bring up Peraza, who is 2 for 3 today with 2 singles, a fly out to right field, and 1 big tongue wag over at first. Really been bringing some energy to this team. I love to see it. And looks at ball 1 there. Hitting a 438 on this young season. The bright neon green tape on the bat. And swings through that one. Strike 1, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch swings through that one on the inside, and that's 1-2. Come on, Peraza. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And just gets a piece of that, keeps the counts at 1-2, and we will reset for another pitch. Way outside, 2-2. And stolen base right there. Beautiful. And that's also ball number 3. Loads the counts up nice and full. 3-2. Let's go. A beautiful jump by Jung Eun-won. Didn't even try to throw. All right, it's got a runner on second space now. And that's lifted in. That's going to drop down in front of the center fielder, and that's going to put Jung Eun-won over on third base. Peraza on first for his third single of the day. And that's going to bring up Cheon-sung. Doubled in his last at-bat. Walked in the at-bat before then. And talking about Peraza's song being from the Genghis Khan chant. So Cheon-sung, captain himself, stepping up in a big spot here. First and third, nobody outs. Hanwha looking to get back some of those runs that they just gave up. Hitting 375 on the season. And lifts that one up in the air and just gets out of play down the left field line. So, again, Hanwha has gotten into this bullpen each day so far. And once again into this bullpen, they were able to capitalize on that bases loaded, nobody outs. Ended up with a diving stop by the first baseman to save a run there, but they ended up putting up a nice big 5 spots in the 5th inning. Here they got runners on first and third, nobody outs. Going to have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up with a chance to put some more runs on the board, something that they really need, especially in the KBO. And Moon Dong-ju is obviously not gonna come back out for anymore. He's gonna take his 5 innings and head to the showers or the dugout, put on the coats, and cheer on the team. So the 0-1 pitch coming up. That's lifted into center field, gives chase up against the warning track. Jung Eun-won is gonna tag up, and he will be in there for run number 8. Yeah. Well, now, Eric, yeah, you're homeless, I guess. No Shiwan looks at strike 1 there. But look on the bright side, Eric. Now you can just root for Hanwha instead of rooting for scores. No Shiwan and Peraza gets picked off at second. He's hobbling again. Again, I talked about this in the last time he was on base. It looked like he was limping a little bit when he was rounding second. He now is kind of playing. Got a good start, but unfortunately the pitcher hadn't thrown the ball yet. Looks like he got his cleats maybe stuck in the dirt. But he's looks like they ripped up his knee on that slide, and it looked like he really got his cleat caught in it in the ground. But all right, the 0-2. I think he went there. Nope, they're going to say he held up. But yeah, and he looked like he was limping on that before. No Shiwan lifts that one up in the air. Second baseman under it. Uh-oh. And that's going to be 3 away as the right fielder grabs it at the last second. And we'll see. Well, yeah, like it really looked like he was limping whenever he was going in the last inning on the Cheon Sung double. It really looked like he was going first to third and was kind of limping. But obviously he stayed in there and he was feeling comfortable enough to steal. But on that slide into second, it looked like he caught his cleats caught the ground. But I imagine that they may be playing it safe and they're going to take him out. We'll see. I think I still got his cheer song in here somewhere. Let me get make sure I got everything still going here. So, yep. Iminu is going to come in. I do not like this. I do not like this at all. I'm going to say it now. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. The reason why I don't like this is because he just pitched yesterday. I do not like this pitch choice. Imenu came in yesterday, 5.40 ERA, 2 games, 1 hold, 1.2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1.8 whip. Again, he pitched yesterday. I don't understand why he's in again. I don't understand this. You got plenty of guys in the bullpen. You've got a 6-run lead. There's no reason why you should have a guy that pitched yesterday in. I don't like this. I really, really don't like this. All right. We've got let me get everything reset here. The bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off is Ha Jae-hoon, 1 for 2, looks at strike 1, bringing the count to 1-1. Why? They talked about this yesterday where he brings his foot back in front. So the 1-1 pitch, a beautiful curve in there for strike 2. All right, the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-2. Barraza is still out there in right field, so, and that's right to Peraza and right. I'm not gonna say I told you so, but all right, Go Myung-jun standing in there, looks at the ball 1 inside. Ha Jae-hoon is definitely a threat to steal. I imagine that they're going to put him in motion, even though I don't know how hard they want to play this, but they want to stay away from the double play, obviously. And that's way outside. Ball 2. So Imunu is thrown 7 pitches now, 3 of them for strikes, and that includes the single that he just gave up. And is looking at 2-0. Swings through that's 2-1. Again, a lot of these relievers, they really don't pitch well when they pitch in back-to-back games. You didn't really use your bullpen. You got your number 1 starter going tomorrow. There's no reason, as he swings through that curveball, there's no reason. I feel there's no reason to bring him in here. You have, Lee Tae-yong you could easily bring out for a couple innings. Kim So-hyun you could bring out for a couple innings. Kim Gi-jung you haven't even pitched yet this season. Kim Bum-soo, as that catches him looking, strike 1. Or 1 out, sorry. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Looking at that curveball on the outside bottom corner. That's probably not a strike last year. All right, 1 away. And bounces that one about 50 feet. And 1-0. So Kim Sung-hyun stepping in 0 for 2 on the day. Bunted into that 5-6-4 double play. And then popped out to third in his last at-bat. The throw over to first as he dives back in, not even close. Ha Jae-hoon does have some wheels, so we'll see if they put him in motion again. I think that they should. As they check over him, and this one a little bit closer as he dives back into the corner of the bag. Tag is a little bit late. All right. And misses upstairs 2-0. Very important here as we get this game going. It's really slowed way down. 2-0 pitch just catches the top of the corner, and that's going to be 2-1. They have a bunch of guys in the bullpen that haven't pitched yet this year. So Hanwha has Kim Gi-jun. I guess he did one pitch 2/3 of an inning against LG on opening day, as Kim Sung-hyun fouls that one back and makes it 2-2. So they got him as a lefty, and then they also have Kim So-hyun, who hasn't pitched yet this year. The righty, who throws pretty hard, 155 or so. He can ramp it up to the upper 150s, and that's bunch. Oh wow! Like even the shortstop's like, oh wow. The ground ball to the first baseman, who grabs it out of position, looks to second, tries to throw the second, decides better, then realizes he's too far off the bag to get the play and then has to toss it to the pitcher who's running over, luckily, to get 2 away. Just out of position. The first baseman is not a first baseman and should not be playing there, but that's lifted up into the air. Left fielder giving chase, and that's 3 away. Hanwha maintains that 8-2 lead as we are going to go to the 7th inning. Yeah, shortstop was there, but I don't like that because with that play, he's going forward. He's got to stop, turn, and then throw back, and that ball usually ends up sailing into center field. I like the taking it, but the fact that he was so far off the bag and it looked really awkward. And again, this is going to happen so many times this year that you're just like, wait, what are you doing? Why are you there? That's a very, very difficult throw to make. Ooh. Long week. So, sure, are we gonna get another pitcher? Incheon will be leading it off for Hanwha to start the 7th inning. Hanwha pitchers this year, they've just played really, really well. Sanchez, Kim Minu, and Pena all in the top 10 of pitchers so far in the KBO. The man that everybody was for is not up there. Incheon, first pitch swinging, and that's foul down the line. Chop too short, throw to first, 1 out, Incheon. A little remix there for you guys, free of charge. Egon Ook still out there. Is it Ook or Mook? Oh, yeah, okay. Munhak Ben stepping up now, number 64. Single, a walk, an RBI walk, very important, bases loaded RBI walk. Looks at ball 1. And that's 1-0. And misses ball 2. Really seeing the ball much better this year. And rips that one. That's going to fall down in front of the left fielder. He rounds second, stops, turns back, goes back, and he's going to be in there for a single and a half as he went about halfway to second and realized that was not a good idea and put on the brakes, turned around, and ran back. And that's his second hit of the day. You're going to have to work on that helmet. Im Jong-chan stepping up the big wow. Oh, wow. Thank you, KBO, for that beautiful thing. That pitch went about 15 feet before the pitcher, before it finally crossed the foul pole or the foul line as the catcher runs down the foul line to get the ball as Munhak Bin runs to seconds with a wild pitch that looked more like he was bowling than throwing. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that was a ball. Yeah. And now that's going to be a single by Im Jong-chan. The throw from right, he's not going to test him. As yesterday, Iwan Suk got thrown out. But Im Jong-chan with another single and moves Munhak Bin over to third. And we've got runners on first and third with one out. And we've got ourselves a pinch hitter for Choi Jae-hoon. It'll also be Lee Jae-won, the backup catcher. He does not have a song. Lee Jae-won started in 2006 for SSG or SK, making his return trip here. Gives the crowd a little bow as he fouls the first pitch back and out of play to the right side. And again, Hanwha has two former SSG players that have been in the league longer than a couple Hanwha players have been alive. And the throw over to, we got ourselves a little league steal, and he is out at the plates. Shouldn't even be coaching T-ball. Should not even be coaching T-ball. The manager knows absolutely nothing about baseball. This is not the Little League. Quit that crap. And then he hits him. All right, the shortstop once again looks at ball one. Shortstop comes up, and now you've got there's no energy left in the game, nothing left for your entire team because your manager thinks it's a video game, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's awful, and I hate watching it. And there's a check swing foul. And that's going to make it 1-1. All right. Number 16, over 3 on the day. And that's ripped down the line. That's fair. That's going to score 1 run. And That'll be an RBI double. As Hanwha adds another run here in the 7th inning. And we've got runners at the corner again. Again, like I said, game isn't important right now. Game isn't, they're up by 6, so he gets his run. All right, Jung-in-Won, first pitch swinging, lifts that one up, left fielder underneath it, and that's going to be 3 away. But Hanwha adds one more run onto the board as they move ahead 9-2. Oh, they don't have 12 hits. They have. That's not right. Let's try that. There we go. Yeah. See if we get some changes here. Obviously, Incheon is going to take over for the catcher. And see if we have any other changes. Let's see. We got Kim Bum-soo coming in, replacing Iminu. Kim Bum-soo, 2 games so far, 1 hold, 1.1 innings, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, and a .75 whip. And again, I talk about this all the time. He's starting an inning. Leaves me a little bit worried, as he does not do as well starting innings. But again, it is a new season. We'll see if that changes anything. Incheon taking over behind the plate. And he will start off by facing the catcher. And first pitch in there for a strike. Eugene Young 1 for 2 on the day and rolls that one to the first baseman, who picks it up and throws it to second after he steps on the bag and went away. All right, Kim Bum-soo asks for a new ball as they throw it in. And Choi Ji-hoon in now, 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a stolen base, a walk, and ground out to second. Looks at ball 1, up and in, 1-0. And that's in there for a strike. 146 on the inside corner. Wow. LG is up 17-0. 17-0 against Samsung with the bases loaded in this. As there's a single there. Wow. $17-0 LG right now. Bottom of the seventh, one out, bases loaded. They put up 4 runs in the third, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 5 in the sixth, 3 so far in the seventh, and they have 26 hits. 24 hits, 2 errors against LG. Good Lord. All right, Park Sung-han hitting 1 for 3, and that's going to be a single into center field. And we've got runners on first and second with 1 out. Hey, John. 내일? 근데 내일 개막전? 네, 제가 시즌관 있어요. 그래서 6시쯤 일 끝나고 집 오고 옷 벗고 야구장 가요. 아마 조금 늦게 도착해요. 근데 제가 중계 방송 끝나면 저도 해봐요. All right, so we got the 1-0 pitch to Chae-jung, 1 for 3 on the day. Does have the 2 RBIs for SSG. 했어요? 그래서 성공했어요? All right, the 2-1 pitch here. 네. 그래서 끝나면 찾아봐요. That is going to be a souvenir into the bullpen. That's going to make it 3 runs for SSG in the bottom of the 7th here. And like I said, Kim Bum-soo does not pitch well when he starts an inning. And it is 9-5 now, and not looking good. Wow, it seemed like it was crushed. All right, Hanwha Som going to step in 0 for 3 on the day. 2 strikeouts. Kim Bum-soo lows that one low, 1-0. In I don't know how many. It is scores are wild here tonight as he swings through that one. What do we got here? It swings through. That's 145, and it's 1-2. Again, SSG can put up runs in a hurry. Yeah, so again, I talk about this all the time. When he comes in to start an inning, he just doesn't have a mentality. He doesn't have this mindset, and that's going to be strike 3 on the outside corner. Looking as he gets his nice little hat trick on the day for his third strikeouts of the game, 0 for 4. Kim Bum-soo just does not pitch as well when he comes in to start an inning. And this really goes back, I want to say 5, 6, 7 years ago when they tried to get him as a starter. They tried to make him a starter and he just couldn't do it. He almost quit. Like he really was going to quit baseball. As he gets that one in for strike one. Yeah, he was going to quit baseball. He was not happy. He didn't like it. Ended up sticking around. But that's bounced in the dirt for ball one. He pitches so much better when he comes in the middle of an inning. And again, Kim Bum-soo is one of your better closers. Why is he coming in a 9-2 game? You have Kim Gi-jong and you have Kim Seo-hyun that are sitting Kim Gi-jong hasn't pitched since opening day. Kim Seo-hyun hasn't pitched at all this year as he misses with ball 2. There's just no reason to have him start an inning. You're up 9-2. Why do you have him coming in? Maybe you need him this weekend against KT. And so you're wasting his arm here with Kim Bum-soo, he pitched yesterday, he pitched on Tuesday, so he had a day off, which is good. But now he's a guy that you need at the end of the games, and now you don't have him for tomorrow because he's going to throw. He gets the strikeout here, but he just threw 18 pitches, which means he's really not available for tomorrow. Again, it's just horrible management from the dugout. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever from a statistical standpoint. Strategically, it's an awful decision to bring him in that situation. And they paid for it. Just doesn't make sense what happens a lot from this dugout. And the thing is it's a very common, it's a thing that happens a lot. So anyway, he gets out of it with 2 strikeouts. So Hanwha still up 9-5. LG, Samsung finally gets out of that inning as LG is now up 18-0. That's right. Samsung has 0 runs on 4 hits and LG has 18 runs on 24 hits. Yes, LG is beating Samsung 18-0. 18-0. KT looks like they might get their first win of the game or the season. They're up 6-4 against Doosan. But let's see. We are back. I assume we've got to have a new pitcher. Do we have a new pitcher? No, we do not have a new pitcher. We just have a Peraza up to bats again as he looks at a ball on outside. No. Peraza 3 for 4 on the day with 3 singles. Looks at strike 1 on the bottom inside corner. I want to watch the LG game. I wonder if they got pitchers, position players pitching yet. And that's low ball too. Peraza 471 on the season right now. So different from last year. Thinking about fouls, that's 1 out. Yeah, it's crazy because I think about the how Hanwha started with their foreigners last year. Like you had Birch Smith who ended up. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, I think I talked to you a little bit or during the drawing for the Seoul Series games. As Peraza looks at ball 3, bringing the count to full 3-2. And the pitch sets up inside. Peraza goes down and gets it, but fouls it into the wall in front of the dugouts down the first base line. Sports Talk, are you going to the game this week or not? Or this weekend, I should say. 근데 한국어로 말하고 싶으면 그거 더 괜찮아요. 한국어로 말해도 돼요. All right, the 3-2 pitch. And fouls that one up. Chaejong gives chase, but into what we would call the exciting zone in Daejeon here. So we will set up for another pitch, the 8th pitch of the game. Peraza waves it foul. It would have been fair if he would not have done that. And that's way up high. That's going to be ball 4. Take your base, sir. As Peraza on base for the 4th time today. With a walk to go with his 3 singles. Where are you from in the States? All right. Cheon-sung stepping in. He is 1 for 2 with a RBI sacrifice fly in his last at bat, a double, a walk, a fly out to right, and he looks at ball 1 to start this at bat. Gonna go home and watch some Dodgers games. Are you a Dodgers fan, Angels fan, or are you like an implant Giants fan? As the throw over to Peraza, not in time as he gets back on first. And we'll see how he runs this time. Another check over as he dives back in on the bag. It'd be interesting to see next year. They've talked about doing pitch comm next year, which is kind of the reason why they're not going with the full violations for the pitch clock. Yeah, you got opening day tomorrow. Dodgers are playing my Cardinals. Cheon-sung chops that to third, the throw to second, and the throw to first. That's 2 outs on 1 swing. As the 5-4-3 double play clears the bases. Let's simmer ourselves, Mr. David. It was just 9-2. All right. Noshiwan stepping in. Noshiwan with the big 2-run homer. And so Noshiwan, 2 walks, a 2-run homer, and a flyout to right in his last at-bat. That's right. Hobby to habit. I like it. All right. Noshiwan looks at ball 2 there. 2-0. Ah, that's King. All right, swings through that one. 2-1. All right, we got the 2-1 pitch coming up. Noshiwan holding the bat up, rocking Igomuk, and that's chopped foul. Evens the count. It's 2-2. No, it's Jordan Peraza. I think that's his first name. Noshiwan just kind of flicks the bat forward to foul that one off. Jordan Peraza from Venezuela. I don't know his. I don't even really know his first name. They're calling him Jonathan Peraza. God, that sounds awful. Yeah. Jonathan, as Noshiwan flies that into right field, and that'll be 3 away. And we will head to the bottom of the 8th. Hanwha up 9-5. Six more outs, easy peasy. But Pak Sang-won did pitch yesterday. So obviously a concern there. Oh, yeah, I remember that. The Balco, all the Balco stuff. Jonathan. Yeah, I never know what the actual names are because I just read them in Korean. Obviously based on all of the stuff I put up on the screens. Just easier for me to stay with the same. All right, we should be coming back here. So who we got? Incheon coming out to take over for Kim Bum-soo. Nick's favorites player. Itaeyong, 3.86 ERA. We have a couple more changes. Im Jong-chan moves over to right field as the standard. Im Jong-chan moves to right. Jung In-wan is replaced by Iwan Suk. Peraza will move to left. This is kind of what they've been doing nearly every single time as they move to a little bit better defensive setup. So Iwan Suk will move into center field and bat at the top of the order. As I will have to navigate through this and get this all changed. First pitch in there for a strike, and then second pitch fouled just into the upper deck on the right side, and that's going to make it 0-2. And try to get some more of this stuff all changed and situated. Again, Peraza moves to left. And another foul ball down the left side of the line. This time, Then we got Im Jong-chan, who's batting 7th. And moves over to right field. And I believe that should get us all caught up. All right. Lee Tae-yong, the 0-2 pitch. And that is line straight to Im Jong-chan, who falls onto his knees and makes the catch. 1 away. Jonathan Jesus Peraza. Yeah, your boy. So here's the thing. So Nick, when I did that thing, the bull growth moment, the fire moment, the moment or whatever it was, as that first pitch in there down the middle, 141 for a strike. The guy I gave the award to actually got traded to Lotte, and then I think he was put on, got in trouble for underage girls or something. No, Park Sang-won is the closer. Kim Bum-soo is kind of a left-handed setup man, as Lee Tae-yong gets that third pitch fouled off and back up against the netting behind him. Kim So-hyun 0 for 3 on the day. And he is hit into that as he singles there. And and he takes second base. Peraza taking his sweet time getting that ball back in. And Kim Song-hyun ends up taking second base on that. I was going to say is he had that sacrifice bunt, failed sacrifice bunt, 5-6-4 double play that really helped Moon Dong-ju off in that second inning. Yeah, I'm hoping that they're not getting too relaxed. You know, they got that big lead, that big inning. Hopefully they're not getting relaxed here. Johnny-san, and that one goes back to the backstop. And now we've got a runner on third. Che Jae-hoon not back there. That's EJ Won now. EJ Won took over for Che Jae-hoon in his last at bats, but that was pretty piss poor right there. Nice pitch there as that bottom just drops off. Lee Tae-yong throws a fork ball a ton. Really throws his fork ball a lot. Gets a lot of ground balls, but when he doesn't get it down, it ends up being a souvenir. And the 1-1 pitch swings through that one, and that's 1-2. A double got the runner on, and then he went to third on the pass ball. And a half check swing by Johnny-san, and fouls that off into the third base crowd, giving up some souvenirs. Itaewon says, I don't like that ball. I want another one. Looks at it, regrips it, and decides, okay, now I'm ready. Itaewon does that slightly strange left foot where it points more back to third base instead of just, and shortstop grabs it and throws to first. 2 outs, but a runner does score to make it 9-6. I was a little worried on that spin move by the second baseman or shortstop, but Still got the outs. Yeah. Those routine plays are the ones that usually end up with an E. All right. That's a slow floater. Oh, way smaller. Way smaller. For instance, I think the biggest one is KT's Park, and they hold 25,000 people. So basically, the KBO is equivalent to the second, is basically, I want to say, equivalent to double A ball. So double A stadiums, usually 2 floors, but much cheaper, much better atmosphere in the KBO, like no questions whatsoever. All right, so we got a 1-2 pitch coming up from Incheon, and that's chopped foul. So SSG has the smallest field. They're 95 to the corners. The other ones are usually around 100, 99 to 100 to the corners. But the bigger thing is while it's a shorter distance, as that is in the dirt for ball 2, it's a shorter distance, but the fences are higher. SSG has the smallest distance at 95 to the corners, and then it also has the shortest fences, which are like 8 or 9 foot fences. As he goes down to one knee, lifts that one up, and that's 3 away. We will go to the top of the 9th. Hanwha up 9-6, and we will see I don't know why he's out there. Welcome back. Not 99 kilometer, 99 meters. So it's a short distance. But again, the fences for most of the teams are like, I want to say 12 feet tall. So most of the fences are like 12 foot all the way around. So while it is a shorter distance, you still have to get way up, like in order to get one out. The deepest center, I think, is Jamshil or maybe Lotte at 122 meters or 124 meters. But again, it still has that. Some of the stadiums have like the center field wall is like 14 feet. It's big. Like it's really high up there. So even though it's, you got to hit it hard to get it out to center. I have no idea when the last time they had. So Min-jun in one game this year, 13.50 ERA, and I will get this switched. Min-jun. Yeah, I saw that 18-0. Yeah, it's comparable. The ball is a little bit smaller in the KBO though. It's a little tighter ball. The seams are a little bit, I think, a little bit smaller also. So I know they talked about it during the Seoul series, and they were comparing the two baseballs. All right, Incheon leading things off for Hanwha in the top of the 9th here. Incheon 1 for 4 on the day with a single, 2 groundouts and a flyout. Yeah, it flies harder, it flies farther, and we're at 1-1 counts here. Trying to talk and explain everything. No. Why is it not coming up? There we go. They come up, and that misses outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Yeah, so it flies a lot farther, and that's during the exhibition games. The KBO pitchers were pitching with their KBO ball, so major league hitters were hitting the KBO ball. And Incheon rips that one over the jumping center field or shortstop, and that's in there for a single, his second single of the day, and Incheon is on first to lead off the 9th inning. Hanwha would love to get some extra insurance run here. All right, Munhak Bin coming up now. He is 2 for 3 on the day. 2 singles, an RBI, a caught stealing, a walk, a fly out to left field. I think they would go to the Japanese ball first. So it's basically the KBO ball is the tightest, and they just changed it in 2019 because it was just flying everywhere. And then the NPB ball is a little bit looser, and then the MLB ball is a little bit looser than that. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. Why are my things not working right now? There we go. All right. And Ben. Oh man, I gotta check out all these. Yeah, do you know what the dimensions are, Kenny, at in Sajik? And that's in the dirts. That's going to be 2-1. No, I try to not watch him at all. That's the home run catching guy, right, David? All right, the 2-1 pitch. And that misses way inside. 3-1. Munhak Bin looking for, yeah, I think his 6th walk of the season. Yeah, no, 7th walk of the season. He had 5 coming in today. Had another one. Looking for walk number 7 as he sets up outside and swinging at that one. Fouls that into the stands for a lucky Hanwha fan, and that's going to make it 3-2 counts. Yes, please show us that Little League double steal that doesn't work. He has been left out to dry so much already this young season. Remember, he's only 19. And that's ball 4. Take your base, sir. Walk number 7 on the season. And Hanwha has runners on first and second with nobody out. Guess what time it is? Everybody get ready for a bunt. So Lee Do-yoon has taken over at first base, running for Munhak Bin. All right, get that changed. Oh no. All right. Lee Do-yoon, 6 meters, so 20 feet. Yeah, I say they changed it. It used to be, I want to say, about 12 to 15. Come on, let's get the bunt. Let's get the bunt. Yeah, there we go. Nothing says Hanwha like a good bunt. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Thank you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Pitcher turns to throw to second. Let's go with the ball. It rolls past the shortstop into the outfield. And now you got runners on second and third. Wow. Wow. Steps off, goes to throw, throws it into the dirt, past the shortstop. Oh my. Wow. Like, oh my. And now we got a swing as he throws that ball. Oh my. Wow. That. Oh my. Wow. All right, now you got to make them pay. You got second and third. They gave you free runs as strike one. Wow. That is one that wow. They have had two of the worst throws by a pitcher I have ever seen in this game as he swings through that one, dropping down to one knee, 1-2. They had the 10-foot throw that ended up going foul for a stolen base, and then that throw, the check runner throw. Wow. Yeah, wow. I wish everyone could see that. That was so bad. Oh my lord. And that's ball two low, 2-2. Well, I guess Im Jong Chon gets some music since he doesn't have the bunt. And the 2-2 and fouled out of play as he drops down to one knee and does a little bit of a splits. So Im Jong Chon 2 for 4 on the day with a 3 RBI triple, a single, a strikeout looking, and a 4-3 ground out. A 4-3 ground out should score another run here. We would even take that. Or how about, ooh, slaps that one down the line, just foul down the third base side. Yeah, I'll be at all 3 games this weekend. Tomorrow, opening day. I think tomorrow is going to be absolutely crazy. Once Ryu Hyun-jin pitching for the first time in Daejeon, home opening weekend. Hanwha, if this holds, starting off 4-1. As that's inside ball 3, we got ourselves another full count. You're just mad because you can't go. All right, the 3-2 pitch. And that's misses ball 3. We've got the bases loaded, ladies and gentlemen, with 0 outs for E.J. Won. E.J. Won looking for his first hit of the season. He did get hit on his last at-bats for a hit by pitch. So Hanwha once again has the bases loaded with nobody out. This time having their 8-9 hitters coming up. Need to score a couple runs here to really get it out of a save situation, I think. And that's in there for a beautiful 145 ball. Well, Nick, I'm gonna try to stream the fireworks show during the cleaning time. So if you want to watch the fireworks through good old YouTube, should be able to. And that's misses ball 2, 2-0. He is thrown 20 pitches now. Only 8 of them for strikes. 12 balls, 8 strikes. And here comes pitch number 21. Yeah, they've had some rough goes at it though, like that come from behind. All right, the 2-0 pitch. That's roped at right. He grabs it. The throw not gonna go, and we just got one away. Is they're not going to attempt to run on the right fielder's arm again. What sucks, Nick, is they used to have the whole weekend. So it used to be they would, because they never open at home, because in order to open at home, you have to make the playoffs the year before. I don't know, man. It's going to be sold out. Who knows? They may not show my beautiful, beautiful face. They're too busy showing Ryuhun Jin the whole time. So shortstop gonna step in now. He is 1 for 4. Had an RBI double in his last at bats. Looks at ball one outside. But yeah, so they used to have a full weekend. So Friday night they would always have fireworks during the cleaning time event, and then Saturday, what did they have? Or no, before they had, they had like a drone show one day, they had fireworks one day, and then they had like the Black Eagles flyover or something another day. So they always had multiple things, as we've got ourselves a 1-1 count here. As that one's fouled away out of play. Sets up inside and fouls. That's one straight back. And again, I'm going to talk about it again because it's coming up. It's an important situation now. You only have a 3-run lead, top of the 9th, important spots. This guy's up. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. It's supposed to be fairly nice this weekend. I think tomorrow's going to be a little chilly, but this weekend. And there's a single in between the first and second. That's going to score at least one. They hold him up at third. Hanwha scores one more run and makes it 10-6 and keeps the bases loaded. You got before the 6th? It depends. So the usual time is whenever there's a foreigner hitting. When Peraza's up would be the normal time. It seems that whenever the foreign batter's batting, it ends up being me also. Iwan Suk stepping in. This will be his first at-bat of the day and looks at ball one. He's hitting 1,000 on the season. And that's outside ball two. Yeah, I don't ever get there on time, so getting there late. I think I'll probably be there about the second inning, maybe if I'm there. If I get out of work quickly. Today was a little rough. I have a feeling tomorrow might be a little rough too. The pitch clock. And that's way outside. Ball 3. Iwan Suk. 1 for 1 on the season. 1 for 1 with an RBI. Looking at 3-0 count here. Have to imagine he's not swinging. And that's down the middle for strike 1. Yeah, I guess he left. I guess he left. All right. The 3-1 pitch coming up. Swings through ball 4, and that's going to load the count up full 3-2. Yeah, the other thing is if when they sell out, oftentimes the sections in front of me are standing up, and that's strikeout on ball number 5. But that's going to bring up Peraza himself. 3 for 4, 3 singles, a walk, lots of running. Peraza has not fared well with the bases loaded this season. He has really not done well with the bases loaded this season. And misses inside ball 1. He's had 3 at-bats with the bases loaded already this season. 2 strikeouts. Does have 1 sacrifice fly. And that hits the shortstop. Wow. So that'll be a hit and an out. That's the second time that he's been hit in this. So anyway, we get the bases loaded, nobody out, and they do get 1 RBI. But Peraza gets his 4th hit of the day. Yeah, the 4th hit of the day. Again, that is considered a hit. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a hit, but no runs. As the shortstop gets hit by a ball in play for the second time this series. Yeah. What do you say, Nick? It's or someone was telling me it's the Genghis Khan song or something. They were talking about it a little bit earlier also. So headed to the bottom of the 9th, Hanwha up 10-6, and I believe Pak Sang-won will be coming in. Like, why? What was that jump? Yeah, like. Like he should definitely not have been hit. Definitely not should not have been hit. So I assume Pak Sang-won is out. Yep, there we go. I will get that change in just a second. Squeeze bunts, and Che Ji-hoon bunts. That's foul. Pak Sang-won in now to close out the game in a non-close situation, because that's what Hanwha loves to do. Che Ji-hoon 2 for 3 on the day with a walk, 2 singles, a stolen base. And he went on that one. Tried to hold up, but not in time, and that's going to be 0-2. This is a long game. And did he go? Nope. Didn't even check. All right, Pak Song-won. And that's lined over the second baseman into rights, and that's going to be another runner on base. And another rough starts for a non-closing situation for the closer, who keeps coming in a non-closing situation and struggling. And came in, got the save in last night's game. Did give up one hit, but came in a non-save situation, and that's going to fall in front of Peraza as he jumps. And they're going to have runners on first and second with nobody out for a very, very dangerous and scary hitter. And again, I talk about this all the time because the manager does the same stupid stuff every time, bringing in your closer in a non-closing situation, especially to bring in some righties to face some lefties, doesn't make any sense. So again, he came in the LG game, which was not a save situation, and ended up giving up 2 runs. And now he's coming in today's game in non-save situation, and he's already given up 2 straight singles to the first 2 batters he's faced, and now he's facing the man who is 6 home runs behind the KBO record, Che Jung, who already has 1 3-run homer today and has 5 RBIs so far for SSG today. And looks at strike 1 on the bottom corner, a beautiful location. Again, 461 home runs now. 461 home runs on his career. 467 is the record by the Doosan manager. And that's way outside ball 1. No, you can't walk him. That brings the tying run to the plate. You never bring the tying run to the plate. He hits into a lot of double plays. That's up and in. I believe he also has the KBO record for most hit by pitches. He is 6 for 12 against the Hanwha pitcher. And that is down the line, foul, 2-2. Hey, the problem is I don't think Che Jung is not that much older. So Che Jung was 87, and Che Jae-hoon is 89. So he's only 2 years younger than him. And that's popped up. EJ1 behind, but just out of play. And we will reset for a 2-2 count. I don't know how many times they've been hit. That's one stat that I don't get. Oh, yeah, we do. Che Jae-hoon has been hit 135 times in his career. Che Jung has been hit 329 times. So almost 3 times as much, 2.5 times as many times. And that's outside. That's going to make the counts full 3-2. I am also older than Che Jae-hoon. All right, the 3-2 pitch coming in. And ripped down the line, but it's foul, and we will keep it. Thank goodness he's got those yellow sunglasses thing. Yeah, I'm older than every player in the league. I'm actually older than I'm older than at least one manager, I believe. Yeah, for the first time, I'm older than a manager in the KBO. And that was a beautiful strike. Checks his swing, but he didn't need to because it was a beautiful curveball, and that's going to be one away. Gets him looking at the 3-2 pitch. Yeah, 87, I think. February? Whoa, what was... Wow. Wow. I want to get a replay because I didn't get to see all of it. I'm guessing that time was called. Park Sang-won still threw the ball but hit the bat. So time is called. Park Sang-won isn't paying attention. Throws the ball as Hanwha Sum is swinging the bat back and forth and ends up hitting the bat that he's swinging in front of him because Park Sang-won does not look at the plates whenever he's throwing. When he's setting up to, he constantly looks at third base and then delivers his pitch. I don't know if it's a thing like he doesn't want to tip his pitch or something, but ball one on the next pitch, 1-0. And that's popped up. No Shiwan gives chase up against the wall, and that is into the exciting zone and strike one. All right, the 1-1 pitch. In there for strike two. A beautiful pitch. Don't know what he was waiting for. Armin, I live in Korea, so I can watch live here in Korea. All right, we got a 1-2 pitch here. Park Sang-won from the stretch holds the ball. Runners on first and second. Sets up high and just misses 2-2. Yeah, that was more stuff that I've never seen before. Like that was ridiculous. So the 2-2 pitch coming up. Park Sang-won talking to his catcher, and they call time. He says, "Look at me." Again, Lee behind the plates right now, and they'll re-throw down the signs. Two-seam coming up. And outside, but fouled away. Keeps it at 2-2. And getting ready for pitch number 18. Again, pitch number 18 from your closer in a non-save situation pretty much means he is not available tomorrow, or he should not be available tomorrow. But we all know that we don't follow solid advice here in Daejeon. And the 2-2 pitch in the dirt. That's going to load the counts as Incheon bounces out in front to save the runners from going to second and third. We've got ourselves a full count. KBO, never a dull moment, folks. It's never easy. Never easy. Oh, Armin, where are you watching from? All right. Pitch chopped foul. Alabama. I spent a few evenings in Alabama for the D2 National Championships in Muscle Shoals. Yeah, it's never easy, man. It just surprises me that like they would have. It doesn't surprise me. It surprises me in a logical standpoint of why they would have them. But the 3-2 pitch coming up, and that is blooped to the shortstop, who catches it, and he looks at himself like, I'm an idiot, because he should have dropped that to end the game with a double play. But instead, we have 2 outs. Again, a good shortstop would have dropped that, would have let that fall in front of him, because there's no infield. The umpire did call infield fly at the end there. He should have let that fall. He called it really late. The shortstop, if he was smart, he would have let the ball land in front of him and an easy double play to end it there. But yeah, the umpire made that. Yeah, the umpire called infield fly really late, though, and one, it should have been, he should have taken a step back and let it fall in, and it would have been perfectly fine. But anyway, we got 2 outs here. 0-1 pitch coming up. So, what do we got? Pop fly 6, weird thing. So Ha-Jae-hoon stepping in 2 for 4 on the day, 2 strikeouts, a double, a single, and we've got ourselves a 1-1 pitch. Looking for outs number 3 for Hanwha to go to 4-1 on the season, and swings and a miss. Looks fouled away. It looks like he did get a piece of it. Otherwise, the runners would all be going. Palnyangaji. So, and the 1-2 pitch coming up, setting up high, in the air, no Shiwan, underneath it, in foul territory, and that will be out number 3. Hanwha wins 10-6 to go to 4-1 on the season to start it. I got this one right. Hanwha wins 10-6, ladies and gentlemen. 10-6. Hanwha moving to 4-1 on the season, as I will update it here live. Moving to 4-1 on the season, and SSG falling to 2-3 as they get swept by Hanwha. No problem, King. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, thank you everybody for stopping by. Hanwha just off to a fantastic start. I mean, you can't really say much else besides that. Hanwha, 10-6 today. Lots of ups, lots of downs. Was able to get in there. Yeah. Anytime you can listen is great, Dave. Helps KBO see that there's English people or English speakers or foreigners trying to at least keep up with the KBO. So anytime that you guys can watch, even if you can't talk or chat, it's always a good thing. Lets KBO know that there are people that want and have interest in it. But overall, a very interesting game. A ton of stuff that, things you just don't see. The pitch, the pitch that went 10 feet and then rolled into foul territory, that allowed a runner to go over. The pickoff throw that went past the shortstop that ended up moving two runners over. Just so much randomness everywhere today. But Hanwha picks up the win. That's 4 straight wins after a rough start in opening day. Moon Dong-ju goes 5 innings, throws 80 pitches right where he wanted, 51 for strikes. Walked 2, gave up 6 hits and 2 runs, both earned. Did strike out 5. Peraza gets on base 5 times, 4 hits, 1 walk. Cheon Sung on base with a double. No Shiwan had his 2-run homer to give him the same amount as Peraza. Chejung did take the lead back with his 3rd home run of the season, but Moon Hyun-bin, 2 walks, 2 singles. Im Jong-chan, 3 RBI triple, single, a walk. Just up and down the lineup, solid performances. So Hanwha, they get to open their home opening weekend starting tomorrow. All sold outs every day, and it's going to be rough to watch a game in the stadium for a lot of people. I will be there though, which means I will not be here until next Friday, as Hanwha has 6 straight home games, and I will be at each of those games in the stands for the KT games this weekend, and then next week for the Lotte games. I will be in the stands singing and dancing, hopefully not crying and yelling and shouting. But thank you guys for checking out the stream. I will see you guys next week. Until next time.